Hey, how's it going, everybody? Mike Weber here, your Los Angeles real estate broker, with your market update for the beginning of April 2023. So it looks like we could be right on the edge of what may be a transition in terms of what happens going forward in the real estate market, as well as other markets, as a result of something that I've been anticipating for almost a year, and that is a transition in Federal Reserve policy, even in the face of very high and rising inflation. Most markets now believe the Federal Reserve is either done raising rates or may raise rates just another 25 basis points before they stop raising them completely, and then likely start dropping them very quickly after that. And the evidence that that is the case is we're seeing a huge risk-on sentiment shift in the stock market, a lot of risk assets people are piling back into, tech stocks, and we're also seeing something similar in terms of real estate, in that lenders in the marketplace are anticipating rates to fall. And so even though the Fed has been raising rates, they're at the tail end of that raising process, mortgage rates have trended down during the same time, which is allowing a lot more buyers to get out there into the market, get lower rates, which means they can afford a more expensive house, and the payment isn't quite as bad. This, in addition to something else I've been talking to for a couple years that I saw coming, which is more and more programs giving money to buyers, allowing them to buy properties with little to no down payment, little to no closing costs, are starting to support the market. So overall, we're starting to see more activity, more mortgage applications, and a slight bump up in prices out in the market. Now, of course, anything can happen. I mean, the Federal Reserve could change their mind. All of this could get delayed. They might do the opposite of what everybody's expecting. But at least right now, this is what the markets think is going to happen, and I also think is probably the most likely outcome. So starting in Los Angeles County, we see all of a sudden we have an uptick in median prices after having several months of flatlining prices or falling prices, and now we're down just 5.7% from a year-over-year standpoint. Moving on to closed sales, still not pretty looking, down 33% year-over-year, but a big uptick compared to where we were recently, likely as a result of the cheaper cost of money available to buyers. Pending sales, still not looking great, down 54% or so year-over-year, but I'd imagine this is going to trend upwards as well as rates continue to remain subdued, or if they continue to trend down because the Federal Reserve starts lowering rates or signals to the markets that rates are going to stay flat for a while. Finally, when we look at supply in Los Angeles County, we are up about 27% year over year. We're starting to see more supply come on the market. Of course, this is the time of year when we would expect to see that, but it's definitely nice to see more available inventory, at least compared to a year ago. Now, moving on to the South Bay beach cities in comparison to the county of Los Angeles, we're seeing a similar modest but reasonable uptick in median home prices all of a sudden. We're still down 1.6% from a year-over-year standpoint, but just like the county of LA, we're seeing prices start to move upwards again. And again, I would say this is directly related to these lower mortgage rates that have been available. Same thing happening with closed sales. We're now down just about 30% year over year, but we had a huge uptick, meaning a lot more properties are making it to the closing table. And finally, check out the inventory in the South Bay beach cities. We are up 75% year over year, well above anywhere we were all throughout last year. So definitely more inventory for buyers to choose from as the rates continue to get better, most likely. So guys, I hope this information was useful. Of course, if I can help you or anybody you know with any real estate needs here in the area, please reach out to me. I would certainly love to do that. If you haven't subscribed, do that now. Go ahead and click the thumbs up if you like the videos. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.